Welcome back. Dale Myers with Vision Advanced. Today we're going to discuss the 21-day rule. New habit or more work to be done? So this is important because like a lot of self-help gurus or people that want your best interests or have your best interests at heart, I teach follow the footsteps of success. And often this means we need to form a new habit. We admire ultra successful people, businessmen or athletes. But how did they get there? The Michael Jordans or modern day Steph Curry, getting up in the morning over and over shooting free throws, the fundamentals, shooting the three-point shot over and over again. Baseball players, the ones that in their field success is batting, 300 or more, so they're failing a lot, but they're still getting up every morning and swinging and swinging. A military sniper can take a 1,200-yard shot to eliminate an approaching enemy. He or she knows that they can do it because they've done it over and over and over again. But how long did it take them to get good? How long did it take to become a habit, to be ingrained in their psyche? So, for years, self-help gurus, Brian Tracy, Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, have all stated it takes 21 days to make a new habit. 21 days, the 21-day rule. I've said it because I've embraced some of the teachings of Brian Tracy, Jim Rohn, and others. But where did that come from? So doing some research for this video, I always try to do some background research, even though I knew what I wanted to say, but again, my background is in science and engineering, and one thing I know is that the truth is dynamic and it's constantly changing. So I always go and do some background research to ensure that I'm bringing you the most up-to-date, actionable, and relevant information. And so I was looking into where did this 21-day habit formation come from? And it comes from the work of one Dr. Maxwell Maltz, a plastic surgeon in the 1950s, was noticing that it took on average a minimum of 21 days for his patients to let go of their old image and embrace the new. And this could be a nose, it could be a limb that he had to take off, and an arm, a leg, what have you. But it took on average a minimum of 21 days. Now you notice I said minimum, but somehow along the way, this was perverted somewhat. So he ended up publishing an audio book a few years later because he noticed that this seemed to coincide with how long it took him to form good habits. So he hypothesized, I guess you will. You certainly couldn't call it a scientific theory. It wasn't supported by enough data, but he postulated that it took on average a minimum of 21 days to make a habit. And he put out this audiobook that sold over 30 million copies worldwide. It became widely accepted as 21 days to form a habit, even though he stated a minimum of 21 days. So again, you've heard it, I've heard it, but fortunately, again, in the world of science, we test things. And a study recently, I think it was 2009, by the University College London, let me make sure I said that right. Yes, University College London, published in the European Journal of Social Psychology. Come to find out, they tracked some patients over 12 weeks and did some real-time measuring, and then had to do some projections on others based on how long it took them to form certain habits. And actually it was 66 days on average. Now, some it took as little as 18 days. Some projected out as much as 254 days to form this new habit. But on average, 66 days, not 21 days to form a new habit, 66, which is exactly almost 3 times that amount, right? So, what's my take on this? Well, why did the 21 stick around so long? Well, it could have been, again, just poor interpretation. Could have been just, hey, it's easier for people to accept 21 days. Because if you want to start something to be able to have some positive change, 21 days sounds a lot better than 66. So I don't know. And I've actually had a good amount of success with 21 days, but sometimes 21 isn't enough. I just recently started trying to lose a little weight, so this is like day number 5 of me getting my little slightly overweight self up and exercising, right? Being consistent with it every day, and I was telling myself 21 days, but now you know what? Maybe 21 is just the initial checkpoint. It's like any other milestone. Let it be a checkpoint for you. Did I get it done in 21? Okay, never mind. I'll check it again at what's 21 times 2? 42. Check it at 42 or whatever. Just pick a point. The point is, now we know it's not really 21, but if you need a psychological edge to kind of make that stick, so be it. Couple of things I would also say. Interestingly, it takes just about the same amount of time to break a new habit. We'll do a couple of videos on that because there's some interesting science behind how do you break a habit, which is often more difficult than creating a new one. So in the comments below, did you know that the 21-day habit was in fact a myth? On average, how long does it take you to make a new habit stick? Please thumbs up, share the video on all of your socials, and subscribe if you haven't. My name is Dale Myers with Vision Advanced. This has been the 21-day rule. Yep, now we know we may have to do some more work. Y'all take care.